What's going on, everybody? ASMR Fanatic here, and tonight I will be reviewing Dominion 2017. So, without further ado, let's get started. And on the pre-show, we had a 6-man tag team match featuring some young lions and familiar faces as well. So we had the team of David Finlay, Tomoyuki Oka, aka Great Okan, and Shota Umino versus Irai Kawato, aka Master Wato, Kazuya Kitamura, and Tetsuhiro Yagi. And this was a very interesting match to watch. And, it's pretty remarkable, to see where these guys were back in 2017 to where they are now. I mean, Shota Umino, he just main evented Wrestle Kingdom. And, if you were watching this match back then, you would probably think, oh, he'll never main event Wrestle Kingdom. But, yeah, look at him now. So, yeah, a very interesting match for sure. And it really is disheartening to know that Kazuya Kitamura passed away back in 2022. He had a lot of potential. Now, granted, I haven't seen many matches of his. Actually, I think this is the only match I've ever seen of him, but he already impressed me just by watching this match. He's a very, strong dude, muscles galore, but, yeah, he unfortunately passed away, and he was only 36, so, yeah, very sad to learn about that. Yeah, anyways, like I said, a very interesting match for sure. And for the opening match on the main show, we had an 8-man tag team match, as we had the team of Togi Makabe, Yuji Nagata, Tiger Mask W, and Tiger Mask versus the team of Hiroshi Tenzan, Satoshi Kojima, Manabu Nakanishi, and Jushin Thunder Liger. And this was a lot of fun. I do enjoy when New Japan brings out the old guys to have a fun match for the crowd. And the crowd was hot for this match too. They really love their old timers for sure. And I do want to go back and watch more old New Japan wrestling stuff because, to be honest, of course I know who all these wrestlers are. Actually, besides Manabu Nakanishi, I don't know who he is, but the rest of these wrestlers I do know who they are. But yeah, I do want to go back and familiarize myself with more of the old guys who paved the way for this younger generation. Actually, right now, I am on a Togi Makabe kick. I'm going back and watching some of his matches, and I am already a fan of his. And yeah, I think the next wrestler I want to go back and watch more of is Hiroyoshi Tenzan. He seems pretty cool, so yeah, I will be on that, or be doing that soon. Yeah, like I said, fun match. And next up we had a tag team gauntlet match for the never upperweight 6-man tag team titles. As we had the champions, Los Ingobernables de Japón versus Bullet Club versus Chaos versus Suzuki-gun versus Taguchi Japan. And this was fun. I enjoyed it. It was a bit silly in some parts, but I believe that comedy really works in Japanese wrestling. I find it very enjoyable. And when other companies try to do comedy, it really doesn't work so well. AEW. Anyways, yeah, I like this match. It was a lot of fun. And I really miss these old stables. Now, some still exist, like Los Ingobernables and Bullet Club, obviously Chaos. But Suzuki-gun and Taguchi Japan, those were fun teams, fun stables back in the day. Now, I didn't watch New Japan, but what I meant to say was I could tell that they were very likable. They were a joy to watch back then. So yeah, I do kind of miss the old times of how New Japan was back in 2017. But yeah, that was just an observation that I had. But anyways, fun match. And then we had for the IWGP Junior Tag Team titles, we had the champions Rocky Romero and Trent Beretta, Republic Vice versus the Young Bucks, Matt and Nick Jackson. And this was great, actually. I really like this match. And I know the Bucks get a lot of shit, and sometimes it is rightfully deserved, but they can go in the ring and they can put on some very exciting matches. And yeah, and this is a good example of just that. Yeah, I really liked how they worked this match. The Young Bucks took out Rocky for like most of the match actually, so it was really just Trent versus the Young Bucks. And yeah, that made for a very gripping match. So yeah, I enjoyed this a lot. And after that, we had another tag team match, this time for the IWGP Tag Team titles. As with the champions, War Machine versus the Gorillas of Destiny, Tangaloa and Tama Tonga. And this was another great tag team match. And I think I like this one a little bit more than the Young Bucks match, but both are great. But yeah, this one was very hard hitting, very back and forth, and I had no clue who was going to win. It was very, very close between both of these teams, but GOD ended up winning. So yeah, this really made me realize how good Tama Tonga is, and also Tangaloa. I know he's known for botching, and you know he's really not the greatest wrestler, but back then he was pretty good. Yeah. And if you like new fans or like WWE fans or watching this video who only know Tama Tonga and Tangaloa for their current time in WWE, I suggest you go back and watch this match to get a feel of like how good they are. And I'm also, another thing, I'm surprised that WWE didn't take advantage of putting more of an emphasis on Tangaloa and Tama Tonga being a tag team, like an official tag team, like how they were back then. Because, correct me if I'm wrong, didn't Tama Tonga win the tag titles with Jacob Fatu, I believe. So I don't know if Tangaloa was injured or what, but yeah, that was a bit strange to me. So yeah, great match. I recommend watching this one. And after that, we had Michael Elgin versus Cody. Not Rhodes, because he couldn't use Rhodes at this time, so it was just Cody. But this was a really good match. I enjoyed it, and it was a lot more of a faster-paced match than I thought it would have been. I thought it would have been like slow, but no, these two went back and forth, and yeah, just a really, really good wrestling match here. And it is such a shame about Michael Elgin, you know, his personal problems, and basically, I think he is retired right now, which is a real shame because he had so much potential, and he's actually a really good wrestler. So yeah, it's just a real shame. And then we had for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship, we had the champion Hiromu Takahashi defending his title against Kushida. I absolutely love this match. Loved it. Honestly, it has now become one of my all-time favorite New Japan matches. I'm not even joking. I actually just got finished watching this match, so I'm recording this in real time, and goodness sakes, guys, this match is it's phenomenal. I loved it. Please go out and watch this match. Please watch it. Yeah, these two, they just went at it, and they kind of like hated each other during this match. I'm not too familiar like with the feud between these two, but yeah, they like hated each other. They're like, there was one spot where they were actually like punching each other for real, like in the face. I was like, damn. And there were two spots in particular that made me actually go, oh my gosh, like out loud. So the first spot, Kushida put Hiromu like, he had him sit in a chair against the guardrail with the fans behind it. And Kushida, he set up two chairs he set up a chair to run off and hit Hiromu with a drop kick. Yes, so Kushida ran, jumped off the chair with a drop kick to Hiromu against the guardrail where the fans were. I was like, shit, that was awesome. And then the second spot that shocked me was when Hiromu hit a sunset, I believe it's called a sunset bomb, where he power bombs the opponent from the ropes to the outside, and he did that to Kushida, but the impact, it was just like smack, like right away, boom. I was like, oh my fuck. Yeah, just 5 stars. I love this match. It's so damn good. Please watch it. And next matchup, we had a lumberjack death match for the Never Upperweight Championship, as we had the champion Minoru Suzuki defending his title against Hiroki Goto. And this was a ton of fun. I really enjoyed this match. And it was very violent too. Like, the forearms that Suzuki was giving to Goto, like, you could actually hear them and see them, like, connecting with Goto's face. I was like, oh my gosh. Like, I would not want to be in the ring with Suzuki. But, yeah, very fun match. And they used the lumberjack deathmatch stipulation very well, too. So, yeah, I like this match a lot. And in the semi-main event, we had for the IWGP Intercontinental Championship, and the champion Tetsuya Naito defending his title against Hiromu Takahashi. And this was really good, very good. And I really liked the story that they told in this match. This was around the time when Naito just didn't give a shit at all, and he treated the IC title like crap. It was funny because in the beginning, or when he was making his entrance, he threw the title up in the air, and then Tanahashi got really pissed and started like beating the crap out of him. So yeah, that was really entertaining. But yeah, this was a very good back and forth match, and I really loved the last 5 minutes of this match. It was very unpredictable, but in the end, Tanahashi got the W. So yeah, very good match. And in the main event for the IWGP Heavyweight Championship, for the champion Kazuchika Okada defending his title against Kenny Omega. This is my favorite New Japan Pro Wrestling match of all time, and one of my favorite matches in all of pro wrestling in general. This is absolutely perfect. Even considering that this match ended in a draw, is still fucking amazing. I love this match so much. And this is actually my second time ever watching this match. This match, along with some other matches, actually got me into New Japan Pro Wrestling back in like around this time, 2017, because around that year, I think in 2016, I first watched Shinsuke versus AJ Styles. I was like, okay, New Japan Pro Wrestling is pretty awesome. And then a year later, I saw highlights from this match. I was like, okay, New Japan Pro Wrestling, I need to check this out now. And yeah, man, this match is just such a spectacle to see, like, with your eyes. I mean, this match just can't be topped. And you know, the one moment that really, like, just made me just, like, mark out, in a sense, one of my favorite spots ever in wrestling was when Okada went to give Kenny the Rainmaker, but Kenny just dropped to his knees and just couldn't take it because of pure exhaustion. I just thought that spot was just so amazing, and it just really added to the match itself. Yeah, man, if you've never seen this match, do yourself a favor and watch it now. Turn off this video and go watch it. You just have to see it to believe that it is one of the best pro wrestling matches of all time. So, yeah, I'll just leave it at that. Just go watch it. And that will do it for my review of a Dominion 2017. Top to bottom, the show was fantastic. Not a bad match on the card. Every match delivered in some way, shape, or form. Even the Young Lions match, you know, just like seeing all these guys who are now like champions now is really like, wow. Yeah, man. This show was just fun. I had such a fun time watching it. Oh, and I did not mention this, but the reason why I am reviewing this show is because I put up a poll on my channel asking you guys what my next video should be. And the winner of that poll was me reviewing a random wrestling pay-per-view. So I chose this show because you guys didn't specify which show you guys wanted me to review. which is okay. But yeah, I just picked for myself, and yeah, that's what I picked, and I'm so glad I did pick it. Yeah, this show is truly a one of a kind, one of the best wrestling shows ever. Yeah, I loved it. Match of the night, easily Okada and Kenny. Well, I shouldn't say easily because that's kind of disrespectful to the other matches. Because they were all great in some way, shape, or form. Second favorite, probably Hiromu and Kushida. I also love that match too. But yeah, definitely watch this show if you haven't yet. You will not regret it. So, yeah, I think that'll do it for this video. As always, hope you guys enjoyed, and let me know in the comments down below what you guys thought of Dominion 2017 if you have watched it, and let me know what other wrestling pay-per-views you want me to review. It could be any company at all. WWE, New Japan, TNA, an NXT show, and an AEW show, please. No AEW shows from the past 2 years, please. No. Yeah, just let me know. So yeah, with all that being said, this has been the ASMR Fanatic signing